Georgia. We have Springfield, Georgia. We also have Clark County, Georgia, which is Athens. Right outside of Athens, we have Hart County, which is Hartwell. Elberton County. We have several places right outside of Columbus, Georgia. West Point, Georgia, which is right outside of Columbus. We have Phoenix City, Alabama on here. We also have Australia on here. We have Germany. I don't know if that's east or west. Oh, wait a minute. Reagan talked them into taking the wall down. Let's see. No, just don't disregard my humor, guys. There's 102,000 comedians out of a job, and me and the professor's trying to tell jokes. We got France on the line. I appreciate y'all out there in France. Boussigawa, and you know any French to tell them, Professor? I don't. Spain, Cameroon, Nigeria, Pakistan. We appreciate it. I guess Pakistani, y'all speak Arabic there. I don't know any Arabic. But I do appreciate all y'all listeners. And don't forget, if you go to Xfinity.com, get your 15% discount. Tell them it's promo code FightServe. Tell them FightServe sent you. They told you could get 50% off. And now, in the next 24 hours, they're going to give you free HBO for the next 30 days. Call them. That's right. Call them. It's at Xfinity.com. The number's on the end of the commercial. I hope you wrote it down. I'll play it as we go off the air one more time for you as well, so you can write it down. But you do not get the 15% off. As a matter of fact, I've got a call in now. I'm going to try to get them to jack the price up if you call on our behalf, and do not mention promo code FightServe. And like I said, I'm just trying to be funny. But guys, the state of boxing's fine. We're going to hit a downspout in it. The UFC's fine. There's room in this country for both sports, fellas. There's room in this country. But I'm going to tell you who's going to suffer from this is somebody like Major League Soccer's about done. Although the Baltimore Galleys is not done. They're getting ready to take over the MLS because they are now a sponsor of the FightServe Boxing MMA show. We appreciate it, guys, and we're going to be giving away some autographed soccer balls. I got a David Beckham soccer ball coming in within the next 2 to 3 weeks. And right now, I want caller number 9. Caller number 9 is getting ready to win a Samsung Galaxy 6. That's a Samsung Galaxy 6 Edge. Caller number 9. Hold tight. Thank you for calling the FightServe Boxing MMA show. This is KC Private. How can I help you? Oh, man, I'm sorry. You're calling number 7. Louis, nice one. I enjoy. Thank you for calling the FightServe Boxing MMA show. This is KCP and the Professor. How can we help you? Oh, really? Professor, they want to know where you're from. He's from right outside of Houston.
Well, if he means where I live in Missouri City, Texas, which is a suburb of Houston.
Right there by Pasadena and stuff? Is that where it's at?
Pasadena is an eastern suburb. This is a southwest.
Okay. I mean, I'm familiar with Pasadena. We got quite a few listeners in Pasadena. Actually, there's somebody listening live to us in Pasadena right now through Spreaker.com. If you want to listen to us live on the podcast, you can go through Spreaker.com and just FightServe, guys. FightServe. You don't have to punch in FightServe Boxing MMA. If you're lazy like me and the Professor, just punch in FightServe, all one word. Don't put an E on the end. It's Fight, just like the 2 kids you seen getting off the bus yesterday, and Serve, just like you're trying to serve somebody something. And I named it after I serve fighters. You know what I mean? I'm in this to serve fighters. I'm trying to do justice by my fighters, and if there's not another company in the world offers them a retirement plan. There's not another company in the world that gives them insurance, health insurance, dental insurance, and all that. Okay? Nobody. Plain and simple. And you ask, how do I do that? Well, they list them as subcontractors. It's plain and simple, guys. Plain and simple. There's tricks around this stuff, and the Professor is a genius. That's why he's called a Professor, and if I ain't got the answer, if I don't have the answer for it, I'm sure he does, so we'll come up with something. We appreciate you've got our top 10 pound for pound list for the month of February. It will be on the website tomorrow. Facebook page as of Friday at the latest. Guys, I want to know who's excited about the Thurman and Porter fight coming up. I want to know who's excited about Canelo. Also, who's excited about Pack Brad or Brad Pack, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. They give all these nicknames to these things. I guess we could call Canelo and Khan. We could call Carrot Khan or something. I don't know. Amir.
Definitely a con.
It's a damn con from the word go. I agree 100%, Professor. If this ain't a con, this is a...
If you don't know I might know it. It's more like this. If they ask us a question, either you know it or I make it up. But I have to add to what I said about where I'm from because I played a little coy. I do live in Missouri City, but they probably heard a very thick accent. That's probably why I was asked where I'm from. Because I was born in Hungary. I am a naturalized American citizen.
Okay, guys, now we're going to now, in case y'all missed Monday night's episode, a naturalized American citizen is what you want to explain that to him, Professor? I had to do this Monday night myself.
And that means that I'm more American than anybody in spirit because most of you were born here. You didn't have a choice.
He chose to be here. I wrote a book one time. I do motivational speaking, which I think I told you before, Professor. I do some motivational speaking here and there, which I've got a show coming up before long, guys. Don't miss this in Morgantown, West Virginia coming up. It's called Mr. Positivity. And it's the Dream Maker Tour. And we're going to try to make some dreams come true on this tour. I'm going to introduce y'all to the Fast 50 program. That's $50,000 in 50 days. How to make $50,000 in 50 days with as little as $500. Guaranteed to work. If it doesn't work, I'll give you your $500 back. You can get your tickets at, I believe they'll be available through Ticketmaster April the 2nd. And you can also buy them on location at some conventions. Excuse me right now, I'm not positive. I think it's Don Neyland Convention Center. He used to be the football coach for WVU. And so I will be there. I'm also going to be in a couple other places before long. And as soon as we can, we'll get that. I'll give all that information out there for you about the motivational speaking. But like you said, like we told you, boxing's not dead, guys. It's here to stay. It's not about to leave. This sport's been around forever. The rules of Queensberry and all that. Yeah, I mean, it's not going nowhere, fellas. And don't kid yourself. There's a couple of big superstars in the making on the way. I've got one right now, part of my team. Devin Young is going to be a superstar in this sport. A superstar in the sport. There's one out of Houston right now that ain't bad. His name's Devontae Williams, if I'm not mistaken. His name is. Do you know him, Professor? Devontae Williams.
Oh, yes. Devontae Williams is an undefeated young boxer in Houston.
Yeah, that's what I said. There's a couple of them.
Geo Bunker is an amateur, and he's had something like 10 fights, 6 KOs so far, every one of them victories.
Yep. Okay, we got Teofimo Lopez. Junior Lopez is getting ready to turn pro just as soon as he wins the gold in the Olympics, guys, and get ready. He's a superstar. We got a couple of good fighters in the Olympics going in the Olympics this year. I think this is our best chance to win gold. Our best chance to win gold just went to Hungary. Hungary's only boxer at the in Rio will be our best chance to win gold in the Olympics. He'll also be part of Team Fight Serve, guys. That's Teofimo Lopez. So if you're going to cheer against America for anything, pull for the 132-pound division. For the gold medal to go to Hungary, that's Team Fight Serve. I have the man there is Teofimo Lopez Jr. Steps in the ring to try to win gold, try to live his dream, and he's heading on up to Youngstown to train. After that, we should be making a pro debut round about October, middle of October, we're hoping. And your pay-per-view schedule this year looks to be up first is going to be Khan versus Canelo. Is that correct, Professor?
Yes.
All right. After that, you're looking at Pacquiao Bradley's pay-per-view. Also, possibility of Canelo being pay-per-view with his tune-up, his closet match, as I call it. I don't know what it's about. Actually, me and the professor about got a good up-close glimpse of it ahead of time, but I'm not sure what the call-up match is all about, to be honest with you. But that's not going to be on pay-per-view. But right now we have 4 pay-per-view fights for the year so far, and I don't foresee too many more coming without Mayweather coming back or something like that, guys. And so boxing's going to have a down year. There's not going to be 11 of them next year or 12 like there was this year, you know. I know a lot of people didn't watch them young cards, cause, you know, but that's where the future of boxing is, guys. There's some good young fighters out there today, and some great champions in the making. I promise you that. Guarantee it, fellas. I mean, there's some good stuff ahead, you know, for American boxing. So stick by, stick close, and stay tuned. We'll see you Friday night for sure. I'll see you tomorrow evening for the quick breakdown on a basketball game, the last NBA game of the year. Get a quick breakdown on that, and I'll teach y'all how to beat the system, how to beat the bookie in basketball this year too, guys. But can't guarantee I'll do what I did in the NFL playoffs and go 9-1 counting the Super Bowl like I did there. I mean 10-1 counting the Super Bowl. Did I get a little lucky? Of course I did. I expected, or of course Denver did, because I expected New England to beat them. But nah, all jokes aside, I think I had a pretty good year there. But I do get a lot of help from Brian McKinney. He is the guy that owns Gambler's Edge there, and he's the one that he throws some of the picks out there, and if I disagree with them, I won't repeat them. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little hard-headed because I got to figure when it says KC Profit Entertainment down here at the bottom of this thing, then that means what I say on here kind of belongs to me, and what I say, I'm going to eat. We're going to leave you with a couple commercials. Anything you want to leave them with, Professor?
Just a very pleasant good evening.
Very pleasant good evening, he says, and he also wants to thank everybody, all of our listeners. We enjoy it. We really do. We have a good time up here, and we just talk boxing, man. We talk a little bit about boxing. We talk a little bit about this guy's mom and that guy's sister and stuff like that. But other than that, we do good. We're pretty straightforward.
Yeah. if we get really down, we'll talk about your daddy, too.
Yeah. If you piss us off, we'll talk about your dad. We might even post a mime. You make us real mad. Damn it. We're professionals. We're professionals at that shit. Or if I could ever figure out how to make the damn things, I could anyway. I ain't ever even tried to make them. I just get aggravated and leave that damn topic because... and guys, I'm going to give y'all a little tidbit on us. I met the professor on one of them pages. All right. And it started off about, the topic was on Paul Williams, and I'd read and read, and I'm like, man, every damn body on this topic's wrong, you know. Finally, I told him who I was, and one person on that thing knew who I was, and it was a guy named BJ, and he already knew, you know. And I was like, well, no, y'all all wrong, you know. And then me and the professor got talking, and man, we become good friends. We become good friends way before we ever had this show. We talked about a lot of stuff, and actually we got a couple of books we want to write together, but I don't know when that may happen. He's got articles to write. I got shows to do, and we got ESPN to make happy, and I hope we do. I hope we do great with it, and I can't believe they're putting an actual boxing show on ESPN. I ought to tell you right there, guys, that boxing's not dead. Now, I do have to talk some MMA about it, and as I said, I was going to blend a little MMA in tonight. And, you know, there's a big card coming up in the next couple of weeks on MMA. You also have the Conor McGregor and Rafael dos Santos fight March the 5th. And, of course, I will be in Vegas that weekend covering that live for the Mid-Central region for ESPN 100.9, 6:30 a.m., The Jaw Network out of the Midwestern part of the United States. Covers Ohio, Pennsylvania, Indiana, Michigan, West Virginia, Kentucky, and bits and pieces of Illinois. So if you follow me here, listen to me live here, which I see you in North Carolina, I see you in South Carolina, I see you. I don't understand why I can't get no Florida.